Iga Świątek, from silence to legend. Some people enter the world like a storm, loud, dazzling, impossible to ignore. And some rise quietly, one step, one breath, one swing at a time, until the world has no choice but to look their way. Iga Świątek was one of the quiet ones. Born in Warsaw, Poland, Iga didn't have the privileges of a tennis prodigy raised under bright lights. She wasn't part of a famous academy. There were no crowds watching her every move. What she had was a worn-out court, an old racket, and a relentless will to fight. Her father, a former Olympic rower, instilled in her a mindset of discipline, focus, and inner toughness. But while her father battled waves, Iga chose clay. The tennis court became her battlefield, where she fell, bled, cried, and got up over and over again. No one saw those lonely hours. No one heard the silent determination. But deep within, a champion was being born. Then came 2020. The world's eyes were fixed on the usual stars. But at Roland Garros, a 19-year-old girl from Poland quietly stepped into the spotlight. She wasn't seeded. No one expected her to win. But match by match, she dismantled giants. And when the dust settled, Iga Świątek was the French Open champion, without losing a single set. It wasn't just an upset, it was a statement. I'm here, and I'm ready. But she wasn't chasing a one-time miracle. Iga chose the harder path, consistency. In 2022, she became world number 1 and launched into an unstoppable run. 37 consecutive match wins, the longest streak of the 21st century in women's tennis. She wasn't just winning, she was dominating. Not with noise or drama, but with poise, precision, and quiet fire. Yet beneath her calm exterior, battles raged within. I was scared. I often felt like I wasn't good enough, she once admitted. But Iga didn't hide. She learned to breathe, to be kind to herself, to carry not just her racket, but her vulnerability with grace. She became one of the few elite athletes to speak openly about mental health, traveling with a sports psychologist, championing emotional balance in a world that too often demands perfection. Then came Wimbledon 2025, once her weakest surface. Grass courts had haunted her career with early exits and self-doubt. But this time, she returned not to survive, but to conquer. In the final, she faced Amanda Anisimova, a fierce competitor. And what followed was history. 6-0, 6-0. A double bagel in a Grand Slam final, something Wimbledon hadn't seen in over a century. Iga didn't just win, she dismantled. She owned the moment. With that victory, she joined an elite group of women who have won Grand Slams on all 3 surfaces, clay, hard, and grass. She became a complete player, a modern legend, and she did it all by age 24. But despite her growing legacy, Iga remains beautifully grounded. She listens to rock music, reads psychology books between matches, and still eats pasta with strawberries, a favorite dish from her childhood in Poland. She doesn't crave the spotlight, she craves growth. I don't play to be famous. I play to become the best version of myself. Conclusion: the quiet fire that never went out. Iga Świątek's journey isn't just about talent or trophies. It's about courage in silence, about rising not through noise, but through resilience. From a girl hitting balls alone on a cracked court, to a Grand Slam champion across every surface, to a symbol of strength, softness, and self-honesty. Iga teaches us something timeless. You don't need to be perfect from the start. You just need to believe that if you don't give up, you'll get where you belong. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories to come. Thank you for watching.